Mountains and valleys, cities and towns. Today I'll be covering the best places to live in Vermont, and stick around to see the places you definitely do not want to move to. Welcome back, this is Jacob Barnes with eXp Realty in Vermont, here to show you where you should and shouldn't live in Vermont. I'll be starting with the most popular as well as some less talked about places, and I'll finish up with the cities and towns you definitely want to avoid. If you get any value from this video and you want to see more videos about Vermont, make sure to leave me a like and subscribe. That way you'll help YouTube's algorithm so that even more people can see my videos. Also, if you are relocating anywhere in Vermont, I'd love to help you buy or sell your home, so reach out at any time. Okay, let's get into it. Starting with the best places to live in Vermont. Number 13, Woodstock. At the peak of New England living, Woodstock is well known for its covered bridges and being home to Vermont's only national forest. It only has a population of around 1,300 but has great schools to go with. Woodstock has a lot of retirees and it's been rated one of the best places to raise a family in Vermont. The unemployment rate is super low and the crime rate is the second lowest in the state. The median household income is $68,000, which you are definitely going to need since the median value home price is $430,000. Number 12, Vergennes. Vermont's oldest and smallest city, Vergennes is home to only 2,600 people. The lowest on this list, the median home value is $216,000, which isn't bad for the median income of $64,000. The small town is very community-based and tightly knit. There are several local shops and great restaurants lining the streets of this cute little town. Vergennes is pretty small, but it has decent stores and a nice library and all the amenities you need. It's also right in between Burlington and Middlebury, so it's in a decent location. In the summer, Button Bay State Park is a popular place to go to, biking, swimming, and camping. Vergennes also has a low unemployment rate, as well as the state's lowest crime rate. Vergennes has been rated a great place to retire, and it's also a popular place to raise a family. Number 11, Montpelier, the only capital of the United States without a McDonald's. This small suburban town is home to only 7,500 people, a lot of them government workers. This town doesn't have much for big chain restaurants and businesses, but has a lot of smaller business restaurants, coffee shops, and great bakeries. It also has good parks and trails for walking or biking. All the amenities in Montpelier are within walking distance, but Montpelier also has a decent public transportation system, especially helpful in the cold winter months. If you want bigger shopping centers, Berlin and Barrie aren't far away. The median home value is around $250,000 and the median household income is $65,000. Montpelier has consistently been ranked on Vermont's top cities to live and also retire. Number 10, Killington. Killington is a small town of around 700 people. Being this small, the public schools are pretty great with around 4.7 students per teacher. In the winter, it gets an above average amount of cold and snow, which is partly why it's home to one of the most popular ski resorts in all of Vermont, possibly the Northeast. The Killington Ski Resort is open later than any other ski resort in Vermont, staying open until around May, some years June, and reopening in October. It's also within minutes of the also popular and cheaper ski resort Pico. In the summer months, the most popular thing to do is hike some of the trails and mountains, as well as go mountain biking. The median home value is around $314,000 and the average household income is $64,000. Killington is perfect for those who love rural Vermont, snow, and the great outdoors. Number 9, Stowe. Popular as a ski town below the smallest mountain in Vermont, Stowe is a very likable place to live and a beautiful place to move to with great views. It has a lot of restaurants, bars, and coffee shops, as well as a lot of outdoor recreation. In the summer, it's popular to golf or hike Mount Mansfield. The schools are great and the town is safe. The median home price is around $395,000, so it will cost you to live in one of the most popular ski areas of Vermont. The median household income is about $60,000. Number 8, Middlebury. Well known for the prestigious Middlebury College, Middlebury has almost all the amenities you'd expect from a popular college town. It's also possibly the most liberal city in Vermont. It has kind of a suburban feel to it and most of the residents own their homes. It has highly rated public schools and is a great place to raise a family. With a nice beach on Lake Dunmore and mountains to hike nearby, there's lots of outdoor recreation. In the winter, you can ski at the nearby Snow Bowl ski area owned by Middlebury College, and you can also go watch the Middlebury College play hockey. There is a popular healthy food co-op that a lot of the locals often go to. It also has one of the best hospitals in the area. The Home prices in Middlebury are some of the lowest on this list, with a median home value of $250,000. The median household income is about $59,000. Number 7. Shelburne. Known for Shelburne Museum and its close distance to Burlington, this little town has a population of around 8,000. It borders Lake Champlain and it's mostly suburban. It's a very safe place to live. It has an attractive downtown, college town amenities, and outdoor facilities. You can also take a tour of Shelburne Farms if you get bored. The schools are the 4th best rated in the state. It's been rated the 3rd best place to raise a family, as well as the 2nd best place to retire. The average annual income is $96,000. It will cost you a bit more to live here, and the traffic can sometimes be a pain, but it's certainly a great place to live. Number 6. Williston. Just east of South Burlington, Williston is a cheaper alternative to Burlington with a population of almost 10,000. It's a mix of suburban living and some beautiful landscapes with more private living. Like all of Vermont's good cities, it has top-notch public schools. It also has lots of outdoor activities with lots of health and fitness amenities. It also has lots of shops, and it's only a 30-minute drive to Burlington Airport, which can be pretty handy. The median home price is $350,000 and the average income is $95,000. Number 5. Jericho. Continually rated one of the best places in Vermont to move to, Jericho is a small rural town with a population of about 5,000. Most of the residents own their homes with a median home price of $320,000. The schools are very highly rated and this town is within minutes of the larger city of Essex. It's a great place to live with low crime rates and a median income of $100,000. There is a lot to do for outdoor activities, but not a whole lot else to do in the town, which is why it's good that it's not far from Essex, Williston, and Burlington. If you're looking for a great rural retreat with lots to do outside and not far from larger cities, look no farther than Jericho. Number 4. Essex Junction. Vermont's fastest growing city, Essex Junction has a booming economy and is also the richest city in the state. The median household income is $80,000 and the poverty rate and unemployment are almost the lowest in the state. The median home value is about $300,000. Essex Junction has great shopping, amenities, a golf course, and even hot air ballooning. You can also take a short drive to Burlington or Williston if you need more to keep you entertained. On weekends, you'll also be able to check out the farmers markets they have. Great schools, safe streets, plenty of jobs, and an abundance of things to do make it a great place to raise a family. Number 3. Charlotte. One of the most popular places to live in all of Vermont, 90% of the almost 4,000 residents own their homes. This quintessential town has a mostly rural feel to it, but it's not far from Burlington and other more populated areas. It has the 2nd best rated schools in the whole state. It also borders Lake Champlain on the east side, with some homes having gorgeous views of the lake. It has lots to do for outdoor recreation and isn't far from bigger city amenities. As always, you get what you pay for, and with Charlotte's high benefits comes a high cost of living. Although if you make Charlotte's median household income of $108,000, you'll probably be able to afford it. Number 2. South Burlington. While Burlington is a bigger city, South Burlington is where the higher quality of life is. Of course, this comes at a price, with South Burlington also being one of the most expensive places to live in Vermont. It has kind of a dense suburban feel to it with around 19,000 people living here. The majority of people own their homes and the median home value is $307,000. South Burlington has the 2nd lowest poverty rate in Vermont and the 4th shortest average drive to work. The people of South Burlington are the 3rd best paid in the state, with the average household making $73,000. The schools are also some of the best rated in the state. There's also a ton to do in this city, with lots of restaurants, parks, bars, and entertainment. You can get a great view of Lake Champlain and the Adirondacks from Red Rocks Park. Number 1. Norwich. It definitely will cost you to move to this beautiful town, with the median home value being $455,000, but this little town is one of, if not the best town in the state. The public schools are highly rated, being rated the number 1 best in the state. Over 50% of the people who live here have a master's degree or higher. It's also been rated the best place to move and the best place to raise a family in Vermont. Likely why the majority of people living in Norwich opted for owning a home rather than renting. It's safe and it gives you kind of a rural Vermont feel that small towns do. That being said, it's not a far drive to more populated areas with bigger shops. The median household income is $121,000, almost double the national average. A large number of the people in Norwich work at the well-known Dartmouth College or at the hospital. If you can afford to live in this little town on the border of New Hampshire, it's definitely a place to check out. Those are some of the top rated, the safest, and arguably the best places to live. And disclaimer, there are bad parts in the best cities, and there are good parts in the worst cities. Now, moving on to places you probably don't want to move to, based on crime rates, unemployment, income, education, and more. Number 9, Swanton. Getting its name from two royal swans Queen Elizabeth II gifted this town, Swanton made the list largely for its high unemployment rate of 7.6%. It also has a pretty poorly rated education system. Other than that, Swanton is a pretty safe, unexciting area bordering Lake Champlain. Number 8, Springfield. Home to Vermont's oldest schoolhouse, as well as one of Vermont's most terrible education systems, Springfield makes the list. This town's schools are rated 2 out of 10 on great schools. The economy is also not that great, with around 20% of the town below the poverty line. Along with a real education, affordable housing can also be hard to find. Number 7, Randolph. While the town is kinda cute and it's well known for its covered bridges, Randolph isn't an ideal place to live. It has an 8.3% unemployment rate and 16% of the population is living below the poverty line. As many Vermont Tech students can tell you, there is also virtually nothing to do in Randolph. The lack of amenities alone make it not a great place to live. If you like a small safe town with nothing going on, check this one out. Number 6, Rutland. One of the most suburban areas of Vermont, Rutland is also a place you might want to rethink moving to. While it has slightly more amenities than most places in Vermont, Rutland has a lack of good paying jobs and affordable housing. It also has a large drug problem and a lack of the shopping you'd expect from the 5th largest city in Vermont. Some people love it, lots of people dislike it. Number 5, Barrie. With the 5th highest crime rate in Vermont, the people of Barrie have a 1 in 48 chance of being a victim of a property crime. On the plus side, Barrie has a very low rate of violent crime, so lock your doors at night, but you probably don't have to worry about getting murdered. Barrie also has the 4th highest unemployment rate and a below average publicly funded education system. It also doesn't have very many places to eat, and the citizens rate it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Just know if you're a heroin dealer or a petty thief, stay away from Barrie because it's already full. Number 4, St. Johnsbury. With 40% of the city's 7,000 people being renters, it's probably a good indication this isn't a place you want to settle down. High-paying jobs are nowhere to be found, and the local median income is $38,000. There also isn't a whole lot to do here except outdoor activities, similar to everywhere in Vermont. One thing to mention though, St. Johnsbury Academy is one of the highest ranked high schools in all of Vermont. That being said, with the mediocre jobs and the drug issues, I probably wouldn't recommend moving to St. Johnsbury. Number 3, St. Albans. Ranked the number 1 most dangerous place to live in Vermont, St. Albans residents had a 1 in 133 chance of being assaulted, robbed, raped, or murdered in 2019. The problems this city does have are likely due to St. Albans having drug problems. Other than the crime rate, it isn't the worst place to live, and some people like it, but if you have the choice, it is probably in your best interest to stay away from the city 30 minutes north of Burlington. Number 2, Brattleboro. Known for drugs, crime, and Vermont's asylum for the insane, this city comes in second on the list of places you shouldn't move to in Vermont. Ranked Vermont city with the highest crime rate, 70% above the national average, should be enough to take it off your list of cities to move to. The majority of these are property crimes, so if you do move here, don't forget to lock all your doors and windows. About 25% of the population lives below the poverty line, with the median income being $34,000 and the median home price being $203,000. Number 1, Newport. Consistently ranked as one of the worst states to live in year after year, Newport has the lowest unemployment of all of Vermont. Not only that, but the average household income is only $32,000. It also has a violent crime rate that puts it in the top 3 most dangerous cities in Vermont. On the plus side, the Wi-Fi speed, cost of living, and real estate prices are great. Give me a call if you're interested. That wraps up this video. If you have any questions about any cities in Vermont, make sure to drop me a questions in the comments or shoot me an email. This is Jacob Barnes with eXp Realty, and I'll see you next time.